Up next on ElusiveKevTV, more footage from the second season of Formula Xbox, Malaysia, Round 2. Hey, I'm Kev Kerr, Mr. Kerr, and welcome to the second season of Formula Xbox, Round 2 in Malaysia, and I'm in a Ferrari in this league, and in qualifying I went on the options. I thought I'd have a change of pace for once. I'll just qualify on the options, and I didn't get the lap I wanted at. Oh, it was very slow, as you will see. Well, not very slow, but slower than I wanted or expected. I was about a second off, I think, the pace that I wanted, and I just didn't really get the whole lap together. I kind of went wide in turn one, as you've already seen. Kind of got a bit slow in that turn four there, and it's just a bunch of little mistakes that kind of build, and I just didn't get the optimal lap that I wanted on these tyres, and it kind of compounded at the start as well, as you will see. But here we're going round my qualifying lap now to the vital, hairpin in the middle of the lap. We're trying to get down the first, get it corner in, got it nicely, but didn't really get the power on. And look at that, we're already over a second behind Chicken Macaroon at the front. Oh, that chicken flies. And you can see we're going through turns 12 and 13. Now down to 14, where, very difficult to get right, but I managed to clip the apex there. Very rarely clipping the apex there, and now it's basically just about DRS and getting your braking done for the last corner. And locked up a bit, and I didn't really go through that corner like I wanted, and so costing me time all the time. And we do a 136.5. I thought, it'd be in the mid 35s instead, I feel, and I didn't really get the setup quite right. I might have contributed to it, but look at that Sauber 1-2 at the front. Well done to MBKLY in third and Legion in fourth, our reigning champion. I've got Northfinger alongside me, Drastic Midget behind, and Stop Matt in eighth. So now we go to race day, where it looks a bit cloudy, but no, it doesn't rain. It doesn't rain in this race. It was just dry all along, but it was a race where I made quite a few mistakes, including the start, as you will see here. We're in fifth, and again, I kind of refused to use curves of the start. Kind of got grounded, bogged down a bit at the start, and you can see Drastic Midget's pass and Northfinger. It's Hazards. I was taking a look there, but we managed to regain it a bit on the second part of the first few corners, and now we're up to seventh, right behind Drastic Midget. He was getting a bit close to the, and that's a Nordfinger in front, but we're just going to try and settle behind them as they touch. They touch, and now we're right behind MBKLY and Drastic Midget, so we're up to 6th place. So no, kind of got bogged down at the start, but making my way through, as it appears it was Godders who went a bit wide, but then you could see how to avoid Drastic Midget. Kind of tapped MB there, and that cost me some time on the exit, as I had the impasse, and then Stop Matt went past. There's the car on the exit of the double right-handers, High B's pass, but on the next lap I was right behind High B, and I was faster. As you can see, how many options he's on the prime, so I already had like a second in my pocket from just the different tyre choices there. But again, ignored Finger, again lost connection to him. He has terrible connection issues, it seems. But taking a look at him there, and now we're taking a look into turn 11, I believe that is, or turn 10 and 11 there. So taking a look, but he gets on the exit. I didn't really see where he was, but then we're going into turn 14, and I do a desperate down move down the inside, but managed to make it stick for once. Actually quite happy with that move, making that car stick there. So again, a few laps later, we're getting some pace going now, and we're right behind this group for third. We've got Drastic Midget in there, we've got MBKLY, we've got Godders, and I got some DRS on Midget here, but he's got DRS on Stop Matt in front. So you know, it kind of cancels each other out, and he dives down to the inside, but it is chaos in front as McLaren goes sideways, then Stop Matt goes sideways, Goddard has made a run for it, and then Jurassic Minute dives down the inside, and our wheels touch, and when our wheels touch in F1 2012, that means you're generally going to turn round, and unfortunately I couldn't stop Matt there, so I apologise for that, and then I compounded it by going a bit wide later in the lap, and then I think that's high B fruit. So I'm down to 8th. I've only got its Hazard behind you because seem to have also a male of a race. So I decided to try and keep going on these tyres, even though in turn 14, again, I decided to go wide. The car just did not turn in at all as it's got some gravel on. So yeah, I try to go long on this thing, just take advantage of the clear air I've got, and hopefully I can gain on these option tyres now a bit faster than the primes. So hopefully I can use that to gain on High B in front, who is actually, you know, on the prime. So, but we both pit on the same lap here, it seems, and it didn't actually work out that well for me on gaining time to the cars in front. As you can see, I came in from 4th, and I just came out in 8th, as it says 7th, but it seems like Stop Matt's going to make his way past, and the forcing is there. He makes it way past both of us, and I've only got its Hazard behind us. So we're down in 8th, but I had some good pace on the primes. As you can see, that's my fastest at 37.9. Only a few people went at the 37s in this race, so it's very nice to see that I did, as we take a bit of a knock at the forcing. That went a bit wide, as I think High Beach just made his way past him, and you know, we have a bit of a battle with the forcing in these last few laps, and we got a great run here. Use a bit of curves out turn 3 and then into turn 4, outbrake him in the inside, and we're up to 7th place. Now we're trying to catch High B in front. We can smell 6th place, but again, turn 11. Oh, the back end did not like that corner at all, and we did a bit of a Maldonado there, and you know, went into the gravel. We were pushing really hard to catch Stop Matt, but again we made a mistake at turn 4 there, and that kind of signalled the end of it. My race engineer is saying he's like running out of fuel, and then I just outbrake myself in the last corner. So this was a bit of a disappointing race, only 8th in the end, but his points, that's all I can say, as it's Stop Matt does a little spin over the line. So 8th place, well done to Salban Williams up there. And McLaren and Just a Midget in 5th. His penalty did get rescinded after the race. But I hope you've enjoyed the highlights of the second round of Formula X. What's that? Watching. So till next time. Cheerio.